Hi, welcome to today's episode of the Perfume Preppy, where we talk about all things fragrance. Before we get started, be sure to click like and subscribe. That way you get notified whenever I upload new content. And without further ado, let's get into it. So today's episode, I just wanted to jump on here and just kind of give my thoughts real quickly about celebrity fragrances. If you viewed my short that I put up earlier in the week on this channel, I talked about, I was at Ulta and Drake has a new fragrance out called Summer Mink. And I just kind of went to just kind of smell it and see my thoughts on it. So he has the fragrance Summer Mink. I believe it's unisex, and also he has candles as well. So there's three of them: Carby Musk, Sweeter Tings, and Williamsburg Sleepover. Those are the names. And Summer Musk. So the fragrance, I thought it was okay. Nothing really jumped out at me. It has a nice like the bottom notes I liked. I felt like it had a nice ending to it, but it was nothing just where I smelled it and was wowed immediately. The candles, did not care for all of them. The only one that I really liked was Sweeter Tings. On the display, that was like the middle one. Carby Musk was, I didn't care for that. And then Williamsburg Sleepover was pretty unremarkable too. And Carby Musk, like I said in the short that is on this channel, is $80. The other ones I believe are $42. So I didn't understand the difference, the price jump, because they're all the same size. I think they're like 10.2 or something ounce candles, so they're good sized candles. But what that leads me to our topic today is celebrity fragrances. So I've been asked this question a few times because I remember when Ariana Grande came out with Cloud, and it was like a big deal, and that's what all the fragrance girls were talking about. I was not a fan. It was, it was okay, but it was nothing that really, once again, wowed me. So what I'm just kind of talking about is just kind of my viewpoint on a lot of celebrity fragrances. In my experience, celebrity fragrances tend to not be very remarkable. And I don't know whether it's because they're kind of like rushing to get them to market as, quickly as that celebrity is, influential. So I think a lot of it just kind of goes on trends, whereas a lot of like perfume houses or perfumes that are attached to design houses, they can stand the test of time. Even though I'm not, a Chanel No. 5 girl, I can appreciate the history and the work behind the fragrance. And I feel like with celebrity fragrances, there is not that. Like I said, the Drake fragrance came out, it was okay. Only one of the three candles he came out with did I even like. So but I remember too, like when I was like, in college and things like that, like there were, all of the, like Rihanna had a fragrance, Beyonce had a fragrance. I think Beyonce's fragrance came out when I was like getting out of high school, but I remember there was a Nicki Minaj fragrance. She had a few of them actually. Britney Spears had a fragrance. She had Fantasy, she had Curious, she had all these different ones. And I just never really cared for them. So one observation that I have, and I don't know, feel free to, talk about it in the comments or leave a comment and discuss it. But one thing that I noticed with a lot of celebrity fragrances is they either are too sweet or they're too spicy. I've noticed that there's always like the notes are too sweet. Like it's almost like candy, right? Like there's nothing that really warms, the fragrance as a whole in the base note, and it just doesn't really break down, or they don't really last. That's a complaint I've heard when I'm, talking with my friends about fragrances. Like I said, Ariana Grande, when she came out with Cloud, I know that was like a big deal, and I smelled it, and that was one of my arguments, is that it was too light and it was too sweet, right? And I just was like, don't really care for this, because I like a fragrance that, I can wear all day, whether I layer it or not. Even if it does, evaporate or dissipate a little bit, I still like what's left of it to be something really remarkable and to smell really good against my skin. I didn't get that from Cloud. I didn't. And then, there are some that are a little like too spicy, or that, just feel a little too much on the end of it. Rihanna's Rebel Flower was like that for me, and I love Rihanna. So when that fragrance came out, I really wanted to like it. And, I just tried like a sample of like on my wrist, and I was like, nope. So like I said, that's just kind of an observation I've made, and I don't know whether it's because people are just kind of putting out these fragrances, to kind of correlate with them trending at the time or being popular at the time. So, I guess if there was anything to really, leave you with in this video, is that, and I know there are some people that they really like some celebrity fragrances, but in comparison, I feel like there's just not as much work in the background. Like I said, look, the design houses, especially now that that's like a big thing, like any design house now, they're always going to have fragrances accompanying it. And like I said earlier, Chanel kind of paved the way with that, but they specifically have perfumiers that are testing out different scents and working on these things. So I feel like there's not so much that rush to get to market. As I said, I do have a short where I talk a little bit more about the Drake fragrance, so be sure to check that out. But yeah, I just wanted to jump on here real quick and just kind of give my thoughts, kind of inspired by that short, and just my overall thoughts on celebrity fragrances. So with that, have a great day, and I'll see you soon.